Hey everyone, Jesse here from Fresh Spaces. So here's the third edition of our 4-minute video series where I take a subject and I try to explain it in a way that everyone can understand it in 4 minutes or less. You guys ready? All right. This edition is all about the importance of proper design in home building. We're going to leave technical building subjects here for a minute in order to talk about something that's pretty dear to our hearts. So it doesn't matter whether, like us, you do design build or your more standard bid build model. In either scenario, design is incredibly important. Don't listen to anyone who says it's not, because it really is. As a builder, designers have the power to make my life either easier or a lot harder, and that depends entirely on the quality of the design and the skills and the attentiveness of the designer behind them. So generally, when we sit down to budget out a build, we look for a lot of documentation and drawings from the designers. So we're talking building plans, interior design drawings, specifications, everything. Every item and finish and technical component on the build. And there are about 10 different design disciplines that we work with on any given project. From structural designers to engineers of all types to architectural to interior design, as well as the often overlooked, product and material designers that are delivering us cut sheets and product advice. If any one of these pieces is not designed well, it's an issue. It's usually multiple calls on our end, multiple requests for information, potential for confusion, playing telephone with the client's needs and wants. So overall, we like good design. So all the drawings, specifications, and requirements done well. These are the things that simply allow us to know what we're building. And as simple as that sounds, it's sometimes a concept that builders struggle with, especially if they're using an outdated business model or if they're planning on bidding a job low and making up the profit with change orders, because that happens actually quite a bit in our industry. So we celebrate design. We encourage using our in-house design team because for us, that's the best way to get good design. However, we do utilize outside sources for a lot of things, and we've worked together with most of them for many, many years, so we know we're all on the same page. You got to know what you're building. And to build on that, actually knowing what you're building, a good design team is going to understand the components that they're drawing so that they can be built. So good design is going to be able to explain not just what's going to be built, but how it's going to be built. A bad design answer that we've gotten occasionally is, oh, your builder should know how to do that, or that's something we can figure out on site when we build it. If you hear these things and they don't have a backup explanation as to why they're saying them, it's highly likely that the person designing them has no idea how they come together. And that leads to confusion, that leads to expense. So while design may be an upfront cost that some people have a hard time facing down, the real cost is later in the project if things haven't been planned or prepared or budgeted properly. And if you don't know exactly what you're getting, you can't know what you're going to spend on it. So good design overall, it's a time savings, it's a cost savings, it's a peace of mind savings. You get good design, you get a happy builder, you get a tight budget, and you get a project that's delivered as you envisioned it. Home builds take a long time, 10 months to multiple years, and they take a lot of money, and you owe it to yourself, really, to stress as little as possible throughout the whole process. So to cap it off, good design is a celebrated part of our industry and the way that we build homes. I don't care what part of design you do, it's all important. Good design gets us far, it saves us time, it saves us headaches, saves us money, and it allows us to deliver the absolute best result for the money spent, no matter what it is that we're building. So my advice is always spend a little money and a little time at the start, because it's cheaper and faster than messing around later when you haven't thought it through. So if this video explains something, or if you're a designer and you just like getting your tires pumped, send it to someone. And let them know that there are builders out there who are willing to write love letters to good designers. And if you want to chat more about design, come down to the studio and talk to Emily and I, because we can chat forever about that.